Guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale. I am joined by Qasim back on the channel, and I'll tell you what, guys, Skeleton Barrel, have you heard the news? I was trying to record a challenge yesterday, and my guest just kept losing to Skeleton Barrel decks, and then right afterwards, we're in a match, by the way, right afterwards, I hear from Qasim, and he's like, dude, I rattled off like 4 Grand Challenge wins in a row using the new Skeleton Barrel. I also talked to Dandelion, who's gonna come on the channel for, if not an hour, probably like a 40-minute ladder pushing video with Mega Knight, Skeleton Barrel, and Goblin Hut. He's changed his deck up for ladder. So stay tuned for that in the next few days. A lot of people reaching out to me. All the pros who I talk to are like, dude, new Skeleton Barrel and Goblin Hut, both incredibly viable, but especially Skeleton Barrel. It's weird. You don't really notice when you're playing it, or at least I didn't. I played about 6 or 7 matches, only lost 1 using this deck last night, and just to try it out and see for myself. And look at that left tower, guys. Look at the left tower is going to be down. Oh my word. You know, you don't really notice too much when you're playing it, that just how much more impressive it is now that it moves fast, the Skeleton Barrel that is, even despite the less HP, which actually doesn't even hurt it that much. It's just all about those skeletons dropping, doing the death damage, and then, you know, getting onto the tower or the defensive troop that you're trying to stop. So all of those things kind of play together and make it a nightmare to defend against. You really notice the new Skeleton Barrel on the defensive end. When you're going against it, you're like, oh crap, not a Skeleton Barrel. I think by the end of this month, you guys are all going to know what I'm talking about, that feeling, because I think Skeleton Barrel is going to be absolutely everywhere right now inside the game. I just bit my lip. Oh my god. Ow! Anyway, 117 remaining on the left tower here against Crash. We are 8-0 inside this Grand Challenge. So Qasim just, you know, 4 Grand Challenges, going for 5 Grand Challenges in a row with this deck. And again, I was recording a different deck for you guys. It was actually a log bait with the Tesla and Heal Spirit with a different pro player. He just kept losing to Skeleton Barrel decks. We kept getting to 9 wins inside a Grand Challenge. A lot of people ask me, how many episodes don't you air? Like, how many times do pros lose? And believe it or not, it probably happens more often than people would think, right? I record, you know, maybe 1 out of every 4 or 5 of my videos actually never ends up being uploaded because they just lost, right? You can't win them all. So anyway, sometimes I do share the losses, but other times it's just like 0-3, and the pro oftentimes is like, you know what? The deck isn't as good as I thought it would be, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going to share it with my subscribers then, obviously. Don't want you guys playing crappy decks. Anyway, going in this match here, 30 seconds, 29 seconds remaining here, we have Dark Goblin putting in work in this matchup, and Dark Goblin's another kind of sneaky member of this deck, the Dark Goblin, the Goblin Hut, and then having the 2 kind of tanky cards, the 3 kind of tanky cards in the Miner, the Knight, and the Bar Barrel. It's just really nice synergy, both on the defensive end and the offensive end. And when in doubt with this deck, you know, as you would probably suspect, just set up the Goblin Huts. Just stack up those Goblin Huts if you don't know what to do. Even better than going for minor chip damage sometimes, depending on the circumstance of your match. Anyway, guys, let's get into the next match here, and I'll be right back with you. Dude, they were what the hell is going on right now? Oh man, have any of you guys ever done this in a Classic or a Grand Challenge? Face your teammate, your clanmate? It's Oshliof was actually the guy. I love this guy, by the way. He's been on the channel. He's a great player, great streamer, too, and I suck at pronouncing his name. But all of those things said, he's in my clan. He was the dude who kept losing. He was the dude who kept losing to the Skeleton Barrel decks. These guys are both in my clan right now, facing each other at the same time at 9 wins. It's a win trade. I'm joking. It's not a win trade, but we'll see what happens. I think that Oshliof is now playing the Graveyard Double Hut deck, another deck that's going around. I see winning all kinds of Grand Challenges. So here we go. Qasim is actually going to hit in the left lane there. An early Bar Barrel comes down. It was perfectly timed, my bad. Bar Barrel comes down. You're going to have to practice on your Skeleton Barrel pop timing, guys. Make sure you have those directly timed appropriately, I should say, because if you don't, we've all been there, right? You kind of mistimed a Skelly Barrel, and then boom, your whole tower is down. Now Dark Goblin setting up against Graveyard. Dark Goblin does so well against Graveyard, similar to Magic Archer because of his range, you know? Speaking of Magic Archer, what do you guys think of Magic Archer? I conducted this poll, trying to get a timestamp here, this poll, and it seems like the majority of you, 55% or so, think that the card is totally dead. The other 45% of you guys, so about half, 50-50 or so split, think that the card is just fine. What do you guys think? What do my YouTube, that was a Twitter poll, what do my YouTube subscribers think about the Magic Archer? Anyway, safe to say we probably won't be going against him a lot today because he's not being played too much anymore in Grand Challenge decks, at least what I've seen from the early Grand Challenge results. So scoring some minor chip damage there in the left lane. Now let's try to really focus in on the gameplay here and try to dissect the strategy being used by Quasim in this match, okay? So a little damage lead here going into double elixir time. 58 seconds remaining. Going with the skeleton barrel here. Going with the miner. And then, boom. Skeleton barrel pops, getting all kinds of damage to that left tower, looking good. Hey guys, I'm so sorry about that. You didn't miss anything, that's the good news. All they did was defend, and then we defended. But my hard drive was full of space. First I bite my lip, now my hard drive is full. What the hell is going on here on CWA today, guys? I apologize. Either way, we won the match. Again, you didn't really miss much, just defended there. Make sure I clear up enough space and come back at you guys inside the next match. All right, guys, going into the next match here, we had a laugh in the meantime in the clan chat about them matching up against each other. That was crazy. When I saw the countdown going on at the same time between both of those players, I was like, dude, is it really? Are they going to match each other? And they did. They did match each other. That was the first time that we've ever had that here in 4+ years of daily uploads on CWA. We go with the Dark Goblin, try to assassinate that Barb Hut. And actually, Dark Goblin OP putting in work there, taking that entire hut down, now getting to work on those barbarians. Earthquake comes down by the opponent. Ane plays, I've seen him so many times before. He plays the most annoying deck, I think, inside the meta, at least for me. It is that Earthquake Tornado, as you see, Barb Hut, Baby D, Elixir Golem Battle Healer deck. Oof. I hate that deck, because those pushes, all it takes is one big push, and you are screwed, you're dead. I mean, Elixir Golem and Battle Healer together are still so incredibly annoying to stop. But let's see if Quasim is up to the task so far, 10-0. Not going to complain with the results. By the way, guys, one quick non-gaming question for you guys. I ask this from time to time, but it's especially important right now to me, selfishly. But what are you guys watching on TV? Give me a good TV show or a good movie. I'm rewatching documentaries right now, and it's something that, yeah, I probably should be watching something fresh. So give me a really good TV series. I'm talking really good. I'm talking something that you're like, wow. This is, especially you're on quarantine, like what else are you guys doing, right? Playing video games, watching YouTube, and probably watching TV shows. But yeah, let me know. Let me know what you think, guys. I'm looking for some good recommendations. I can count on you guys. We lose our left tower, though. Ane does strike with this deadly deck, and just as I suspected, it is the E-Drag, the Battle Healer, and the Elixir Golem in the left lane. 7 seconds remaining here in single elixir time. Here we go, 1072 remaining on that left tower. Now we go with Dark Goblin in the back here. The problem is how the heck do we stop this deck in double elixir time? It's even worse. It's even more toxic and deadly in double elixir time. Here we go. It's going to be the Skeleton Barrel getting a little bit of chip damage. Even the Baby Dragon is not going to be enough to totally prevent damage from the Skeleton Barrel, right? It's still going to get 300 HP or so damage, depending on level. But another thing about the Skeleton Barrel, too, is it's not incredibly level dependent, right? I mean, half the time, if you get those Larrys on the tower, as we do here, left tower down, but can we stop him in the right, you're good to go, right? It doesn't matter if they're level, whatever, 10 or 11. Most of the time, if you get them on the tower, you're gonna be looking really good. Anyway, here we go. It's 2. Oh my god. Oh my god. Somebody sanitize. Somebody throw this dude's phone in the toilet. This is gonna be, we're gonna need to keep our distance from this deck. Forget about COVID. This is gross. This is gross. 4 seconds remaining here before he puts us out of our misery. That's going to be the first loss of the video, guys. Be right back in the next match. All right, guys, here we go against Chamello. Chamello, our next opponent, playing Expo. So this is interesting. If we had Earthquake instead of Poison in this matchup, we'd be looking pretty good. But who am I to say if we had one spell other than the other? Isn't that the same with like any matchup? You could say, hey, if I only had this card, we'd be looking pretty good. Anyway, let's see how we deal with an Expo deck. It looks like 2.9 because of the archers in there. Although right now, I don't know which is more popular, still probably 2.9, but I personally think that the Expo with the Tesla, with the Ice Wizard and the Knight being the only like troop cards in the deck, I think that deck's a little bit better. Oh, and there it is. No, that's just 2.9, my bad. I saw the Tesla and I'm like, but the Tesla and the NATO and the Rocket and the Ice Wiz, so a little kind of a hybrid between 2.9, right, and Icepo. Speaking of that, I will have Carnage on the channel for an hour playing Icepo coming up later, guys. Subscribe, turn on your bell notifications. See you guys there. I'm excited for that one. I'm really excited for that one. I'm getting a lot of requests for Carnage to come back on the channel, and he agreed to. So here we go. Poison's down. 35 seconds or so remaining here before we get to double elixir time. Then we can really kind of turn up the tempo. But although we have a cheap deck too, right? We're going against 2.9. We have 3.1. Our deck's 3.1 elixir cost. You can see in the deck slot below me on the screen, guys. So we have a very fast minor poison cycle chip deck, even though they don't have the traditional cycle cards in there in this deck, right? So a log comes down here. We're attacking with that minor, trying to score some more chip damage, and we do on that right tower, actually scoring a lot of damage here, a few hundred off that right tower, taking it down to 1486 as the opponent splits archers in the back. We go with a Goblin Hut of our own, and here comes that weak side defensive or strong side defensive Expo. We ignore the tower. We'd rather take care of that archer there, so we take care of the Expo and the archer with that poison, making sure we kill her. Here comes a Tesla set up preemptively by the opponent. 43 seconds remaining here, guys, in this match. Turning up the pace a little bit here. Double Expo is down in the left. We have a Knight down to distract that Expo. We have a Miner who's caught by both of those archers. Nice job by Chamalo, the opponent. We go in with a Barbaro. Barbaro's going to go ahead and, well, Poison will take care of those skeletons. Skeletons kind of wasted there, but we do take down that Expo. So this one's going to definitely go into go to sudden death, my bad. We go up with a defensive Expo here by the opponent. We have Spirit Goblins. Unfortunately, only a few of them remaining to spawn here, as the Expo does have our Goblin Hut targeted. We go in with a minor poison, making sure we both get the Expo and the tower there, and also take down some of those skeletons. 1 second left. Now we're crossing over into sudden death. 1270 remaining on that right side tower, but one big Expo lock, and this game is over in the opponent's favor. We have to be very careful here. Here comes an Expo lock right on cue. Crap. We go with a Dark Goblin, but Dark Goblin's going to be taken care of by the archers really, really quickly. I don't know about that. Dark Goblin tower is going to fall all the way down to 15, 14, make it 13, and 1,200 damage, below 1,000 on our left tower. Oh no, are we choking this match away? 753. We do have a miner on that right tower, and now we have no log. Okay, the log is in cycle. My bad, I wasn't sure if it was. We get that the Goblin Goblin Hut down in just the nick of time, guys, and we have a Barbarian hammering his way on that Expo. So nice defense there as I spit all over my keyboard. We have a million Spirit Goblins. I counted them. There's a million in the left lane. We have a miner in the right. We're going to get a little bit of chip damage with those skeletons in the right, so we're equalizing our damage as we cross over into triple elixir time. Here we go, 844 on that left tower. We go with an aggressive push here, getting the log out of the hand of the opponent with the Dark Goblin, the Knight, and the Skeleton Barrel. Here comes that miner. Now is spell cycle time. 669 on our tower. We're putting relentless pressure here, forcing another log out of the opponent. However, they do get valuable chip damage on our left tower. 585 plus a fireball to make it 384. We go in with another miner. Miner is down. Poison's down. Miner's on the tower. 294. Log comes down. 267, 240, 213. 30 seconds remaining. Fireball comes down. That's 183. One more fireball will do it. We have a miner in hand. Miner goes in. Miner goes to the back of the tower. Poison comes down. I think that's going to be it, guys. Boom. He does it. Man, that was a close one at the end of that match. Man, oh man. All right, going for win number 12. Be right back, guys. All right, guys, here we go inside the attempt for the 12th win of this video against Triskles. Baby D in the back for Trisk. We go in with the left safe spot with that miner. NATO pulls everything towards the middle. Miner will not even get one hit on that left tower. Here comes a Baby D in the right. We go opposite lane with a Dark Goblin and a Knight to distract. Dark Goblin's going to say, wait a second, I got you on this Baby D. And now we apply some real pressure here. Now the opponent has, oh god, the double dragon. It could be a Lava Hound matchup, or it could be another Elixir Golem matchup. Crap. A little bit early on that, a lot early on that bar barrel. We talked about that, guys. That is something that we'll see from time to time. It looks like we might take this left tower. We will see that even pro players can screw up. We even saw it in CRL. We saw pro players screw up their timing with their bar barrel against skeleton barrel. You have to delay, you have to get it early enough to prevent all damage, but you have to also get that timing correctly where it's not too early or you will miss the entire skeleton barrel as it falls into the arena. So here we go, a barb hunt in the back for the opponent. This one is not over yet though, because, well crap, it's Elixir Golem, you know? By the way, new spawner decks are kind of going around too. The double spawner, the old school barb hut and Goblin Hut. Have you seen those guys? I saw a couple Grand Challenge wins. I might share one tomorrow in between this and the Dandelion video. Dandelion, by the way, changed his name to Blizzard. Just a technical note for you guys. Back to the match here. We have a battle healer taking care of our poor Dark Goblin. Dude, that knight was probably a mistake by Kwasim. We just want to sack that tower at this point here. I haven't even given a shout out to Kwasim. He's a really good player. He's been around the scene for a long, long time. And, you know, he dominated my tournaments for a long time as well. He's an underrated player out there right now in the pro kind of ecosystem of Clash Royale, in my opinion. But this time, the Curse of Ash is definitely going to strike. I said it wasn't over, and it wasn't. Another Elixir Golem battle healer push, resulting in another 3 crown. That deck was very similar to the other one that we faced here, guys. Let's go into the next match. All right, guys, here we go. It's all going to come down to this against El Papu. But yeah, going back to that, I guess there's, you know, is it safe to say, guys, that, I mean, did you see any major flaws in Kwasim's gameplay other than maybe overcommitting on the defensive end, you know, here and there? But other than that, he played that pretty well. I don't know, is that like is that the kryptonite of this deck, you think? the Elixir Golem E-Drag Battle Healer deck? Because there are only 2 losses, and again, he's going for 5 grand challenges in a row, and his only losses were to that deck, basically the same iteration, or different iterations of the same type of deck. Anyway, here we go, guys, applying some pressure with the Skeleton Barrel, and here comes Mega Knight. So this is a Mega Knight Wall Breakers deck, not the Mega Knight Skeleton Barrel deck, which I actually think is going to be a little bit better than this deck, even though Wall Breakers is still really, really solid. But anyway, here we go. It's going to be bats coming down here on that Mega Knight. Again, Dandelion is going to be a great video for you guys if you're curious about the Skeleton Barrel Mega Knight deck, Inferno Dragon deck, that classic Mega Knight Skelly Barrel deck, the only deck that's really used in the previous meta with Skeleton Barrel. But Dandelion, arguably the best player with that deck in the world, will be on. We will see what he can do with the Goblin Hut version. Anyway, here comes a charge from that Bandit. Bandit's going to go ahead and, you know, get a little bit of damage, about half damage off that Goblin Hut or so. Let's see what we can do. You notice that the Kwasim is not afraid to use his Goblin Hut even into oncoming traffic, such as that Bandit there, if it means preventing any tower damage. And here comes some Wall Breakers in the left. Dark Goblin's going to say not so fast. Finishes off both of those Dark Goblins. Nice job, or Wall Breakers. Nice job, Dark Goblin. And now Musketeer is going to be placed to take care of all of these Spear Goblins that spawn from the death spawn now of the Goblin Hut. So here we go, bats way in the back. Musketeer crosses that bridge, not in range, unfortunately, of that tower. Timed a little bit early there on those bats, and now Knight has to finish the job also against these goblins. Meanwhile, we have a Skeleton Barrel down in the back, and we have a Mega Knight down in the back by the opponent. 48 seconds or so remaining here in this match, guys. This is a do-or-die situation, or else we lose this grand challenge. And he ruins my video. All right, so here we go. Mega Knight jumps over the river. Or is it a river? I guess it's the trees, right? And Mega Knight now onto the Goblin Hut. A huge push coming in. Spear Goblins come down last second. We do take a little bit of a Wall Breaker connection, I think, in the right. But either way, able to mitigate the damage a little bit at least. We go in again with the aggressive poison. And going to poison the Musketeer, the tower, and take care of that Bandit as well. So 823, make it 796 remaining on that right tower. 1537, we have a nice damage advantage here with 10 seconds left in regulation. Here comes another Goblin Hut. Mega Knight down for the opponent. 3 seconds remaining. We're crossing over into sudden death. Bats in the back, anticipating a miner. Miner doesn't come. We have a miner of our own if we want to use it here. Here comes that miner. Bar Barrel comes down, focusing on defense. We protect that Dark Goblin very, very nicely with the Knight and the, again, getting a lot of value out of the goblins, out of the Death Goblins. From the Goblin Hut there. I keep thinking he's playing Goblin Gang, and I realize those are just the Death Goblins from the Goblin Hut. Anyway, here we go. It's going to be a, wall breakers using an unorthodox way, trying to protect that tower. It actually works out for the opponent, but barely. We have to defend 1 or 2 more big pushes here, and I think we got this. We go with a miner on defense. Knight is down. Oh my god, Dark Goblin to pull everybody to the center a little bit. We have 1 bandit, does get a charge there. Here comes wall breakers, minions on our tower too. We have a Knight down as well. Knight, Barbarrel, and Dark Goblin absolutely shut down whatever push El Papu is trying to make at the end of this match. We go with a miner in the back. Miner's chipping away, and the poison's down. That's gonna be GG. That's gonna be a 12 win, guys. Very, very well done by Qasim there. I was worried for a second there against that Mega Knight deck. I was worried, but he got the job done, guys. Give the new Skeleton Barrel a chance. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and check out Qasim's player stats and profile, and give him a follow on Twitter too. All of that will be in the show notes below for you guys, along with his stats and player profile. Thanks to StatsRoyale.com, and a huge shout out to Bren Chong, my YouTube partner. Check out his information as well. Guys, again, non-paid, non-sponsored shout out to World War Doe. Those of you who are actually watching at the end of the video, if you want to join me, I'll include a download link. Join Ashholes 2, 3, 4, 5. We have like quite a few clans now. Really enjoying the game. So guys, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you for using creator code CWA. I will see you guys when I see you guys, aka in less than 24 hours for the next video. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care, guys.